Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I'm Nika and I make book related videos, and today I'm going to be sharing my rough but ambitious June TBR books. So I'm mostly a mood reader, but I do think that it really helps me when I have an approximation about the books I want to check out this month. So even though sometimes this TBR list is crazy, too ambitious, I'm still fine with it because it narrows down my choice. Because since I'm a mood reader, I'll be like, oh, what should I pick up next? Should it be this book? No, I'm in the mood for something like this. So when I have that, even if it's ambitious, very huge TBR, it really helps me narrow it down. In June, I have 6 books to share with you all today. So without further ado, I'll dive right in. So a major focus for the month of June for me is Northeast writers, and that's why I have 3 books written by I believe Assamese authors, all of them, that is people from the state of Assam in India. Again, these are all 3 kind of very diverse reads because of the genre they all belong to. First, let's talk about this poetry collection that I have with me. It is The Dockyard and a Broken Ship, written by Parasmani Goswami. Many thanks to the author for sharing this review copy with me. It is a collection of poems that I really am excited to read about, and there are some images as well on the side which I think will illustrate the poem in question right there. So like we have a poem and then we have this image and so on. Let's see, I have high hopes for this one, and as you all might have figured out by now, I really do like my poetry. I generally always read a poetry on the side whenever I'm reading any sort of book. I really like to have one poetry book plus one book from another genre. So that is what I'm going to be doing with this book. Stay tuned, I'll share all of my thoughts in my wrap-up video. So if I end up actually picking this book up, which I really hope I will, I'll of course share my thoughts in the wrap-up once the month is over. Moving on, we have another book by an Assamese author, and this is Once Upon a Blink by Pujit Kayon. Now this one is a collection of micro tales, so it's I think a mix of fiction, non-fiction, some essay-like elements. These are all flash fiction, so I'm really excited to be reading it, and it has also been blurred by some very big names, I would say, like the Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, editor of the Meghalayan, we've got Alok Kumar Buragohai, and we have such other amazing people. So yeah, it also has a foreword by Rashmi Nursery, and I love Rashmi Nursery's writing, so really excited. These flash fiction pieces, I can't speak. These flash fiction pieces are very short, and hence the name flash. As you can see, just for example, we have this and it ends right here. So these are all very short and to the point. So I think generally in everyday life, when you're really busy, it really helps if you're reading short stories, poetries, because these are very short things with very short word count. The content is very small, and as such it's easier for you to digest. So if you are a person who has a really busy life, then I would definitely recommend you to pick up this book, poetry and all of that. I think this is the greatest beginning for you if you want to resume or even start reading. So I went off on a tangent, but this is Once Upon a Blink. Really excited to read it. Moving on, we have an essay collection and a collection of travel writing, life writing and so on, and it is A Fish in Warm Waters by Atonu Kumar Chaudhary, and it has been the foreword is by Arup Kumar Datta, who is a very famous author. I also have the personalized dedication, not dedication, but the autograph by the author, so I'm really happy. Let me give you a brief synopsis about this book. A peep into this book will give the discerning reader a plethora of short essays and anecdotes compiled by the writer from his collection of over 5 decades, picked up from his life's interesting experiences and facts as he journeys through his academic career and more. The author's keen observant perceptions are found in every piece, be it about a cousin's pet cat, a fish in a market, a visit to a distant land, a never-to-be-forgotten personality, and so on. Atonu Kumar Chaudhary has succeeded to hold the interest and curiosity of the reader in his inimitable, simple, and honest manner, often laced with a tongue-in-cheek humor. This book, A Fish in Warm Waters, manages to appease the insatiable minds which look for brevity, wit, subtlety of style, and a variety of topics that hold the curiosity and consistency of interest. Every collector of such books will definitely find a special place for A Fish in Warm Waters in their bookshelves to be proud of for all times to come. So I'm really excited to read this book, and it's also got some nice images, pictures that the author included from his different trips. Let me show you one. We've got pictures from his visit to Afghanistan. Then we have Burial Trail, Jatinga. These are famous places in Assam. And Jatinga is famous for bird suicide, so that's very interesting and you can look it up. We've got US, North Carolina, Washington DC, New York, Sri Lanka. Wow, amazing places. And I think adding images to one's essay collections or travel writings really makes the words come alive, I think. So yeah, really excited to read this book. Then moving on, the 3 other books I want to read are along the lines of the weird unhinged fiction that I absolutely adore. The first one here is Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield. Now, the reason I picked this book up was I think back when I first came across it, it really gave me Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation vibes, and I loved that movie, by the way. I still haven't read the book. The movie is an adaptation, and I really loved it. Southern Reach trilogy, I think. So when I found out that this book is something, it has a sort of similarity to that, then I knew I had to read it. And I think my friend Eliza Rita has also recommended this book to me for the 12 Books by 12 Friends challenge. So I'm really excited to read it. When Leah finally returns after a deep sea mission that ended in catastrophe, her wife Miri knows that something is wrong. Whatever happened in that vessel stranded on the ocean floor, Leah has carried part of it with her onto dry land and into their home. As Miri searches for answers to her wife's altered state, she must face the possibility that the woman she loves is slipping from her grasp. So really excited to read it, and it's a very short book as well, so I'll probably be done with it soon. Then along that same weird theme, I have How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mickey. Now this was a Diwali gift to me by my friend Shivani, and it's also a book that she recommended me to read, and it's in my 12 Books by 12 Friends challenge, so I'm really excited for it. They say you can't choose your family, but you can kill them. Meet Grace Bernard, daughter, sister, serial killer. Grace has lost everything and she will stop at nothing to get revenge. So I think this will be very funny, and I think it is also along the lines of How to Kill a Guy in 10 Ways by F. Kalman, which I read in April or May? In April. Really enjoyed that book as well. So I'm really excited to read this book. And I am really loving all these books, How to Kill that has been coming out recently. Very funny, very snarky, and also has a good discussion about social issues. So yeah. The last book in my June TBR is Butter by Asako Yuzuki. Now I'm actually buddy reading this with a few friends in the Who Is My Alibi book club, and it's hosted by my friends Kajri and Perfectionist. You might know her as Perfectionist, Gayatri. So I'm really excited to read this book. Again, this is along those gory, unhinged, weird women kind of vibes. So it's basically about this woman who has been caught by the police because she's a famous chef, and she has been killing all these men under the guise of good dinners, dates, and all of that. And she's a serial killer ultimately, and she has not spoken anything about why she did it, how she did it, not how but whys, to the media. And everybody's curious, of course. And then we have our protagonist, who is a journalist, and she writes to this murderer, this chef murderer, for a recipe for a steak, was it? For beef stew. And then that letter that the serial killer receives, she's like, I have to reply to it. And from then on, the story begins, basically. I'm really excited to see how the story moves on, because again, I think this will be just as an important read as the other books I mentioned, like How to Kill Once, because it is an unsettling exploration of misogyny, obsession, romance, and the transgressive pleasures of food in Japan. So I'm really excited for this. And yeah, these are all the 6 books that I am excited and hoping to read in the month of June. I hope you had fun watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click on the thumbs up icon and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have read any of these books, then let me know what you thought. I would love to know what your thoughts, and if you liked it, didn't like it, loved it, or hated it, would love to know all of that. And if any of these books are in your TBR, then definitely do let me know. I'm always up for a buddy read. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon. Until then, take care. Peace out. Bye.